I've said it before. Matvei Michkov is a hockey genius. He has the best offensive hockey sense in this draft class, and it isn't close. And that's saying a lot because Connor Bedard, I would say, has elite hockey sense. I have never seen a player, I saw both of those players at the under-18 Worlds, and so it's been 2 years since I've seen Matvei Michkov live, watching plenty on video, but 2 years since I've seen him in person. And this is a player that I've never seen anybody that just has a complete understanding of how to exploit a goaltender the way that he does. He finds holes, he finds seams. He doesn't even need to be looking at the net to know where he needs to put the puck. It's just an innate sense. It's almost like a superpower. It's crazy to see when you see it live. I've seen him score Michigan goals. I've seen him score between the legs goals. I've seen him score from distance. I've seen him score from in tight. I've seen him score on breakaways. And I have always seen him just confidently beat a goaltender. And it is fascinating to watch. And so if you've ever seen him in the international competitions against his own age group, he's unstoppable. He is simply unstoppable. I think he is a hockey genius. I really do. I think that there's an element of just this kind of savant nature to the way that he plays. So why did I put him fourth on my list then? It's because I think the risks exist as they do. Like I try to I try to get into the mind of an NHL general manager to make the list as close as I possibly can to what I would think would make sense for an NHL team. And I think that the quality of Fantilli and Karlsson is so great that safety and the self-preservation probably outweighs the risk. So what is ultimately the risk? So Matvei Michkov, there's been a lot of talk in the media. There's been a ton of smoke out there. There's been a lot of, people are kind of poking holes in his personality, in his character, in the situation at all. And I think a lot of that is just kind of conjecture and just people throwing stuff out there. I do think that there are people that are unwilling, general managers that are unwilling to take a chance on him because of a number of things. But one thing that I think has come out most recently that I find fascinating that you don't really consider is getting Matvei Michkov is one thing. We fully expect that he is going to come to the NHL at some point. He's under contract until 25, 26. So you wouldn't see him for 3 years, but I don't think that teams are as concerned about the contract because really you're only missing a short period of time. What is concerning is Michkov has leverage, and leverage, a lot of the Russian players have leverage. The leverage is, say you are a team that drafts him and he doesn't want to come to your team specifically. And we haven't really seen that since Eric Lindros said no to the Quebec Nordiques. We haven't seen it, but I'm telling you right now, Matvei Michkov has the capability to call his shot. And if he does that, that's going to turn enough teams off where I think they say, okay, no way. But you also, if you did draft him and he says, I'm not coming to your team, now you've got an amazing trade asset on top of that. But still, I think it would be very hard if you get any inkling that he's unwilling to sign with your team or come to your team or that he doesn't want to be there, then everything is out the window. You pretty much have to go in a different direction. I don't think you can leave that much to chance, even though he could be a good trade piece.